Hey, life group leaders and coaches, sorry it's a longer walk back to the seat here. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about serving. I have Mary Marks with us today. Her husband Alex runs the garden project, and Mary's got some exciting things going on with Orphan Care. I want to have her talk about that here in a minute. But I wanted to talk to you all a little bit about serving. At the life group leader training, we talked about finding your thing as a life group. And I know some of you are worn out. You're already serving. You're involved in a lot of different things. And so I don't want this to be one of those things where you feel pressure to do more serving. I do want this to be one of those things where you get the opportunity to hear about some more ways to serve. Want to remind you that when we talk about our philosophy of serving an open door, it's like a triangle. At the very point of the triangle, the driving force of serving an open door should be your passion area. God has given you a passion, something you care about, and hopefully that's what's driving where you serve. Imagine the other 2 points of the triangle. You know, you have passion up here, and down here you have spiritual gifts and skills. You should be called somewhere to say, man, you know, I just have a passion for, like Mary has a passion for orphans, or maybe you have a passion for teenagers, or maybe you have a passion for the elderly. Find that passion and then figure out how your spiritual gifts and your skills, maybe you have marketing skills, or maybe you have accounting skills, how those skills fit in with that. Does that make sense? So as we're talking about your group serving, you can imagine that there's a lot of different passion areas that people have that could drive your group serving in a lot of different ways. So maybe your group has something that you do the same thing every month because you all share a passion. That's actually very unlikely, and I don't want you all to feel like you have to find one thing that you only do that. It might be a really handy thing to start figuring out different passions and how you can get involved to help that person with a one-time service project to fulfill their passion. So with that in mind, I want to let you all know about a few things going on. One is we have someone in our church who has 40 kids signed up for Good News Clubs at Toni Morrison School in Lorain. Can you imagine that's 40 kids that want to hear the gospel? They don't have enough volunteers for the project to get pulled off. They don't have enough volunteers to lead the club. And there's a whole quota they have to meet. If they don't have enough adults, they can't do it. Now, that scares me. That's 40 kids that want to hear the gospel. If you're interested, maybe you have a passion for kids hearing the gospel, a passion for child evangelism, then let me know. Toni Morrison School in Lorain, huge opportunity there. The other thing is Boys and Girls Club is in South Elyria is doing a food distribution once a month. This first one is October 21st at 6 p.m. It's a Friday night. What they want is just people to come and help serve food and just build relationship with people. They really just want life groups to be there and love on people. The director over there is a believer, and he's a great guy. His name is Bobby Taylor. Great opportunity. It's another way to serve. The other way to get involved, another thing I want to bring attention to, is our Orphan Care ministry. So that's why we have Mary here. Mary, can you tell us just a little bit about what you're doing with Orphan Care and how you got involved?
Well, here's the thing. You know the song Hosanna, right? Well, there's a line in it that says, break my heart for what breaks yours, everything I am for your kingdom's cause. And you got to be careful when you sing that, because God will take you at your word and He will send you on a new journey and He'll call you on it. So be careful. So what He did with me is presented Orphan Care and wouldn't let go of my heart and mind. And so I'm really excited to announce that November 6th, National Orphan Sunday, we're going to be kicking off with a new ministry.
And then what's going to happen is Orphan Care is going to be a part of our missions ministry, and they're just going to care for orphans. It's going to bring awareness and help with adoptions and other exciting things. Really, right now, its first thing is about awareness. So if you're interested, if somebody in your life group has a passion for this, tell them about it and get them there on November 6th. So as we're thinking about all these things, you know, we've talked about Orphan Care, we've talked about, many of you know that there's a human trafficking work that we're trying to get involved in ending human trafficking, and there's volunteering throughout the church. We need people in host team, and we already talked about the Boys and Girls Club food distribution and the Good News Club, and we could go on and on about children's ministry needs volunteers, and there's Salvation Army that was doing soup kitchens. There's so much volunteer need. What I'd love for you to do is sit down with your group and talk about some of the things going on and see whose faces light up. There might be that one person who has not been interested in anything, and you've had a hard time getting them engaged in the group, and they've been quiet, and they're excited about this. Think about one time your group going and serving in their passion area. Everybody's skills and gifts will come in, and you know, you don't have to commit to do it for a long time, but what if you found a way to serve with them and bring that person out, and maybe they find their passion area? This is not a drive to make you serve. This is just one of those opportunities to hear about some of the things going on and think about this with your group. Some exciting things are happening. Thank you all for all that you're doing. God is moving in a powerful way, and can't wait to see what else is in store. So have a great week.